You could take a guy like Canelo. This guy could do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
After Canelo Alvarez's latest fight, Floyd Mayweather shook things up by calling out Terence Crawford. Mayweather spoke boldly, making it clear he's ready for another big challenge in the ring. With his unbeaten record and trademark confidence, his words instantly grabbed attention. Fans and analysts are buzzing over the possibility of a Mayweather versus Crawford showdown, especially since Crawford is considered one of today's top pound-for-pound fighters. The talk has added even more excitement and tension to the boxing world.
Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes that Crawford's better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. Like, you only have to win 7-10-9 rounds clear, and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes, never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence Bud Crawford stayed undefeated after scoring a split decision win over Canelo Alvarez, officially claiming the super middleweight title. The fight took place on September 13, 2025, at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas and was one of the year's biggest boxing events. Crawford moved up 2 weight classes to face Canelo, entering the ring with full confidence. Despite Canelo's size and strength advantage, Crawford controlled the tempo with sharp footwork, smart strategy, and well-timed combinations to secure the victory.
Beginning of the fight.
Man, I loved it, man. I love the fight, man. I love the fight. I did not know how it was going to go. I didn't think the weight was going to be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record saying I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen. And I knew we would have known after the first, second, or the third round. You feel what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was going to go. And I knew that Bud was only going to get stronger and get bolder and, start to wear him down, because Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later round.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax and saying that, Bud. I've been on wax and saying that for a couple of years now. I bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud the best, right? He hands down. He the best. He the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him his respect no matter what. You got to give him his respect. He just went up 2 weight classes, what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease. Right? You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by gaining Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still humans and they hear what the people are saying. Canelo was, I'm sorry, not Canelo. Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that into consideration.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. put his money on Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez, showing strong confidence in Crawford's ability. Despite Crawford being the underdog, Mayweather placed a $50,000 bet on him at plus 148 odds. The gamble paid off when Crawford won by majority decision, earning Mayweather a payout of $124,000. More than just a winning bet, it highlighted Mayweather's faith in Crawford's talent and his sharp understanding of the fight.
Here's how, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 on Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather 74,000. Most people that I talked to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we'll hear from Canelo. We're going to hear from Crawford. And I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather, bet on Crawford and make some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rivals. So I don't expect anything different.
Floyd Mayweather has made his opinion clear in the pound-for-pound debate, calling Terence Crawford the best fighter in the world. After Crawford's impressive win over Canelo Alvarez, Mayweather praised his skill, discipline, and success across multiple weight classes. To Mayweather, being pound-for-pound isn't just about collecting titles. It's about proving yourself against the toughest opponents again and again. In his eyes, Crawford has done exactly that. With victories over top champions and an undefeated record, Crawford has established himself as the man to beat in today's boxing world.
In your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion, something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as number.
Terence Crawford has long admired Floyd Mayweather, not only for his talent in the ring but also for the way he managed his career and built a lasting legacy. Over time, that respect grew into a genuine friendship. Mayweather often shares advice and tips with Crawford, and Crawford values those words highly, putting them into practice. Their bond goes beyond boxing, built on shared ambitions, family connections, and a deep understanding of what it takes to reach true greatness in the sport.
How you be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Well, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person.
Just a few days ago, Canelo Alvarez surprised the media by saying, "I think Crawford is much better than Floyd Mayweather." The statement carried extra weight since Mayweather handed Canelo his first professional loss back in 2013, when Canelo was only 23 years old and still unbeaten. In their recent matchup, Crawford showcased superior hand speed, sharp footwork, and flawless strategy to outbox Canelo over 12 rounds. He effectively shut down Canelo's power with smart defense and precise counterpunching. What made it even more impressive was that Crawford did this after moving up 2 weight classes.
Right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number 2, Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because imagine. So I cannot think in that way, but I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo Alvarez recently said that Terence Crawford is much better than Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, didn't take that well. Jeff argued that Canelo's comment was really just a way to make his loss to Mayweather look less damaging by boosting Crawford. He reminded everyone that Canelo was already at his best when Floyd beat him, dismissing the idea that Mayweather was past his prime. Jeff also pushed back on the comparison of defensive skills, insisting that while Crawford is talented, Floyd's defense was on another level.
So if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course.
Yeah, nobody had that.
And that was
but draw two.
And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What 20-something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost. Yeah, but man, that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people.
But are you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Don't you?
Want to make himself look